This man jumped out the window, man. Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back as we continue with more of The Wire. Hopping into Season 5, Episode 5. This one is titled React Quotes. And we learned about that in prior episodes when it came to, the newsletter. It's great to have different factions being put into the system of The Wire. When you feel like this can't get any more expansive, it flexes and shows you that it can. And I love that we got the news within this because, again, The Wire showcases a lot of things. But one of the more underrated features that I feel is also ironic with the show, considering the name, is its technology, its technological uses, and also its advancement with technology. That's why I think Season 2 is extremely underrated. Because I think now more than ever, especially now with AI and everything like that, we can probably relate more to the dock workers that were being put out of jobs by technology in a way that I think is a lot more relatable. And it's interesting to see how Season 2 has also got its call back with one of the people that worked on the docks, now, unfortunately, homeless. This show is real, man. This show is real. You guys are wondering how deep I'm in this show because they only show it for like 5 seconds. It's super quick. You gotta just be able to peep it, and I'm happy I peeped. I'm locked in on the show, okay? But that was such a crazy little input that they did not have to do, but it lets me know that these people are aware of the story that they are crafting. That is such a delightful addition, even though within context it's very horrifying and depressing. But again, we're here to just praise The Wire in regards to how the showrunners are just in tune with this show. I feel like a lot, not a lot, that's a lot. I'm being hyperbole, but sometimes it feels that we deal with shows that is so clearly detached from the showrunners. You know what I'm saying? It's so clearly just made for whatever other reason rather than just to tell an honest story, an honest depiction of whatever it is. And it's just such a breath of fresh air, ironically, having to look back at 2008, which is crazy because I'm sure the stock was not, the recession was hitting back then. So it's just interesting how, you're able to have hindsight, and there's points of hindsight at every angle. But that comes with great story. That comes with honest storytelling and, being able to understand why you are making this show. I can't emphasize that enough. So we're going to dive into this episode. I'm excited to, study and dive more into this world and the confliction, the complications with McNulty at an individual level, with McNulty, with Lester. We got Omar, we got Marlo, we have Chris. I mean, there's so many things that are swirling around here, and they're all gonna get, forced into action because of violence. Before I start into this, I wanted to say, I think one of you mentioned this on I think it was a Patreon comment, that Marlo is just, he just is ready to take it over. It isn't even about the money for him. I think it's just more so just the fact that he can do it. Hence why he goes over to the island to see if his money is real. It's not even just the fact that he's making money. It's just the fact that he knows that he can do it, that he can take over this mountain. That mindset is crazy. We've seen that mindset plenty of times, even within sports. Look at Kobe. So just get that mentality, put it into someone that personifies violence, and you're going to get a very dangerous individual that isn't just doing it for money's sake, like Stringer, or isn't even just doing it for for respect, like Avon, but it's just doing it because it's just it's almost like an enlightened journey for himself. Knowing that he can do it, and he actually does it, it almost guarantees and affirms his reality that he is able to craft for himself. And that is a high that, can set people off, man. So, it's going to be interesting seeing where he lands. And I'm interested in seeing what happens when he himself faces conflict, because I'm sure Chris and Snoop are going to get got by Omar. Omar is here, and he is not playing games. But I don't know. Omar being back in the field, I'm sure he knows it, but once he's back in, his name is written. So it's not even just a happy ending set out for him either. So we're going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to continue with these episodes. Again, before we start, I just want to emphasize, if you want more conversations, whether that is through this or, through the Patreon comments, by all means, check out the Patreon. We have a great community where we can discuss these topics, and it's nice being able to reply to some of your comments as well too, and have a really good dialogue going. So if that's something that you're interested in, and as well as being way ahead of the YouTube schedule, check out the Patreon. It's the best way to support the channel. You can also support by leaving a like, comment, subscribing. At the end of the day, you don't have to do any of those things. Just sit back, relax, and get your popcorn and snacks as we continue with more of The Wire.
And tomorrow ain't promising no one.
He said, tomorrow ain't promising no one. It's guaranteed, but sort of your fault.
What you learn to appreciate the most is a dependable man. One day, same.
Remember these type of talks? Remember this type of conversation?
I mean, Joe told me that. But what about what is?
That's crazy. He's showing him how a phone works, man. That's crazy. This is nuts, man. This is 2008, bro. I don't know when this was supposed to be within the timeline of the show, but the show being created in 2008.
Can't play like that now. I'm not gonna make a move. You know this. Yo, I need to go past home.
I'm telling you, man, Chris is a good right-hand man.
I gotta make mine.
Man, this intro goes so hard, bro. I say that all the time. As soon as it comes on, man, this thing is just fire. Yeah, that was the scene we just saw. I really enjoy that they play certain scenes that happen during the show within the intros. They've always done that, but it's really rewarding. It almost gives like an interesting circular nature to this show. Like, events are going to be coming, but you don't have enough insight on it. It's almost like you're looking from above, helpless to do anything about it, but you're aware of something around the corner. Just because they're in the street doesn't mean that they lack opinions. Haynes. That's true. That's true. You can learn a lot from anybody. It doesn't matter who and what. It's all about what you do afterwards with that.
Anything more detailed than that, we need to keep in the case file.
I don't know, Detective. Last time I couldn't get it up front on Metro. Let me run it by my desk and call you back.
Oh, man. McNulty, bro, you are pushing the wrong buttons, man. This is going to blow up on you, man.
Arrest and a couple of drug-relateds from East Baltimore.
Okay, give me a bid for the budget line.
Domestic was a Patricia Bogus found in her car. Drug-relateds were one.
And it's a shame because, the newspaper doesn't need this. They don't need this. Because if they even come back with invalid information, it hurts them as well, too. It hurts everyone. It's such a massive risk.
For the office that he represents. It is this kind of
How's it feel, Clay? Not much fun on the ass end, is it?
In the minds of constituents.
You said it, Norm.
Yeah, I'm sure Clay's probably not going to go down easy. He's probably going to reveal the snakes in the yard.
Too joyful. You don't dare.
Because he's a bitter one. His tail got exposed, so why not expose the others?
Fuck is wrong with you?
Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm out here getting stuff done. You up in some house somewhere playing Max little bitch.
Yeah. That kid needs to get punked, bruh.
Well, we could run it inside. But you might want to report it some more. See where it goes. Right now it's a little vague for A1. Okay then, we'll see where we are in a couple hours.
And they're playing correctly. They're just doing their protocol. They're following procedure rather than McNulty, who is not doing any of that.
Well, talk to the man.
Yo, is it who I think it is?
Set you straight.
Is this our guy? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cuddy.
What happened? It ain't no thing. I'm just kind of getting a little tired of it, that's all.
All right, sir. Go get some gloves on and let's see where you at.
Look at this man, Cuddy. It's good to see him. He's still doing his thing, man. It sucks that he's still missing out on his boy, but you can only do so much. And she gave him somebody.
410 915 0909.
Mr. Potato Head's like, impressive, Mr. Marlo. This man is just robbing everybody. He it doesn't matter who comes in. He gets his paycheck at the end of the day.
It's just a matter of time before we're up to our asses in pretrial motions, litigating a wiretap case.
Yeah, you know all about that, that's for sure. And keep his head up, man. You gotta keep your head up, fam. You can take a beating, though. This ain't nothing.
What now?
Cuddy was like, bro, what? Get whammed on, fam. What do you mean, what now? Are you okay?
Spread influence peddling over a period of years. Either the indictment shows that or it doesn't.
Another thing I want to mention about this show is, again, the set design. The detail that are within every single faction that we're following here.
New life I see. Too good for a row house. Moving with muscle, too. Most likely they're expecting you to make a move. And
they got the bulletproof vest on and everything. They are ready, bro. They ready to roar.
Juice? We need to tell people what this is about. Why he's doing it. We need to make this thing come alive on the page, or they're going to bury the story.
And they are doing the right thing here. They are doing the right thing. McNulty is 100% in the wrong. I want to clarify that. I understand what he's doing and why he's doing it even, but you're wrong for that. You can't do that.
Is it fair to say that? We'll go with molested then.
You didn't get that from me. Another round?
What else?
Dude, this is going to blow up in his face, man. What is the penalty for this? Like, yeah, you can lose your job, but is there something else that can happen because of this as well, too? Well, losing your job is enough to create a hell for McNulty.
And did he bite all of them?
Not all. Just the latest ones. It's maturing.
Maturing?
Yeah, it's a technical term.
This man learned the word maturing an episode ago, and now is just running wild with it.
Let me ask you, why you think they even bother to come at you the way they do? I mean, why you?
Good question. He's getting to the source of it. This is great, man. Cuddy is about it, man, because he really was about it.
I mean, it do come down to that if you're gonna be in the street. That ain't the only way to be.
There's more than just that. You gotta figure out who you are. Figure out what you are more than just that.
Atta girl.
Man, that feeling you're feeling right now is gonna last for what? T-minus 2 seconds, man.
Yeah. You can go and talk to the homeless.
React quotes from the homeless?
Just because they're in the streets doesn't mean they lack opinions.
There you go. Quote of the day. Quote of the day.
Obviously, it would be better if I can keep them on it around the clock.
You talking overtime?
If you could lift the cap for this particular investigation.
Done. Unlimited overtime for 2 detectives.
That's crazy. That's crazy. They were able to get them released, but for the wrong, false crime and investigation. That is unfortunate.
And still answer the calls, not without doubling up post units, which means overtime.
Overtime, again.
Blood in our veins, Mr. Mayor.
We're only human. Come on now. Until we got robo-cops walking around.
I didn't mean it like a bad thing.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
What's that?
Gift from your one true partner. Cell phone number, Marlo.
That's crazy. He really got Marlo Stanfield's number, bro.
Piss you off. Remember, I also did this. And Carv, when you put the bracelets on that bitch, remind him again of my fucking camera.
That's funny. I gotta give it to him. I like that. That was cool. That was cool. And here we go. We got freaking. We got Davis.
Do not fall alone.
Clay.
Think I'm gonna be the scapegoat for the whole damn machine? Shit.
Clarence is.
Shit. I told you he's gonna reveal everybody.
Seems I'm the only one who's not hiding out.
Ain't no thing, cause when Omar come at you, he gonna be gunning at your head. I know I would be.
Yeah, right? Bulletproof or not, man. Your head ain't.
Well, most of the folks we serve aren't actually homeless. Most are working poor.
How about that?
So most of the people
How
I
about
interviewed
that?
here weren't
homeless?
I'm telling you, man, this case is gonna fall on McNulty. It's not even gonna fall. It's gonna crash on McNulty. Man, you shouldn't even be touching that. You shouldn't even be touching that, man.
Can't bring it out unless you're willing to use it. Can't be no doubt.
Jesus, man. Michael is a killer now, man. Goodness.
on the damn corner.
You got other skills, man. Smart like that.
I don't know, Bunk.
And that's word to Michael for making him realize that, man. You do got other skills.
Jay, I'm working a serial killer here. It's a red ball. Hence the overtime. But 2 detectives working a red ball? What the fuck's wrong with this city? We need hours for a dozen men.
McNulty, you are stepping on toes, man. You're making enemies within people that you don't need to be doing this for.
Working that triple from 2 weeks ago?
I got stuff I could run down on that, yeah. But Jay put me on this here.
Yeah, Bunk. Get him. Get him.
You heard about that? You got $2 on you, right?
I was, wondering if the murders had...
Yeah, come on now. You gotta at least throw $1. You gotta at least give him something.
And you know who the killer is?
Do you believe Satan walks the earth in a fleshly form? That Satan can occupy the souls of men?
This man's been watching True Detective Season 1. I can see the souls around the edges of your eyes. Yeah, what's even worse is that Lester's getting roped into this. Well, not even roped. He himself tugged on it.
Say what? Y'all still owe him car out? I want some of that pepper steak.
Oh, man. Yep, and that was Marlo that picked up. That's crazy how information just drips in between the cracks, man, in the most unexpected ways.
And thank you so much for the opportunity, my brother. But I wanted your listeners to be the first to hear it from my mouth. I have committed
Man, I want him to say she so bad with this crisp audio.
That's the cell number of the motherfucker who put 22 bodies on us. Go to the fucking mayor.
I've been to the mayor. I've been to him on my knees twice already.
Yeah, he has. This is a sketchy situation. And unfortunately, they could have at least gotten a little bit closer if it wasn't for McNulty.
I've done my job. I've gone up the ladder every time. But if a fucking serial killer can't bring back more than a couple detectives, what the hell does it matter that you have a fresh phone number?
He's right, man. He's absolutely right. It was already difficult because of the financial reasons, but now it's even more difficult because they gave them that leeway, but it was to the wrong investigation.
Clay Davis. One new cycle and his indictment's gonna be off the front page.
Well, if it bleeds, it leads.
And that case is going to kick out. It's going to kick out the indictment of Clay Davis. Oh man, it's like you try to shortcut your way and you create 5 more problems in front of you. Where if you just stuck to it, you could have been at least a closer step.
Now the body. This time the sick motherfucker is gonna call Mr. Ripkin with something only the killer could know. That should shake him up enough for a couple of wiretaps.
I think even Lester's starting to realize, like, you know, this is getting a little too deep, man. It's getting a little too messy, but you guys are already covered in the mess.
Don't get better still. If not tonight, then the next.
You're a patient man.
You too.
Yeah, man, these two are the Mandalorians of The Wire. These guys are the Mandalorians, man.
Hey, Mike.
Jeez. Man, the disconnect, bro. You can feel it within the room. Ah, man, this is rough.
She knows she's losing you, like I knew. I'm not judging
I'm not saying this to hurt you, but she knows.
And the fact that these two are in communication the way that they are lets you know that McNulty is effing up.
She is. Don't do this.
Yeah, man. You gotta fight for it, man. You gotta fight for it. The things that you're fighting for right now is just not worth it, man. It is not worth it.
The door, but tough to go along. Give me 10 minutes.
I'm telling you, man. It's important to be around people who've been through what you are currently going through or what you've been through.
Yeah. Hey.
Uh-oh.
Busy?
Uh-oh. Oh, man. She came in with the uniform.
I know. He's sleeping one off.
Late night, huh?
They're all like that now.
This puts Bunk at such a awkward position, man.
You'll take a drink. I mean, a lot of us will.
It's more than just a drink he's taking.
Well, baby, I can't tell you what to do.
Ah, man. Bunk, you gotta give some leeway, man. You gotta give some leeway. Because it is so unfair for her and her children. It just is. Oh, man, is he disobeying the procedure now? Is everyone just disobeying procedure?
Results come back.
Where's Tess? There you go.
And they want you to believe that there's only one.
Wow, look who is showing his face. Look who's back.
And damn anyone who says otherwise. Hey, David!
There's too many webs, man. There are just too many webs, man.
Hello, friend. I'm gonna carry this.
You damn sure better, because if you don't, you won't be able to squeeze another greenback out of this town for the rest.
These two, man. You know what this reminds me of? This might be a little messed up, but like, yo, churches be doing this, man.
What the fuck is that?
In particular, black churches, bro.
They look kind of hot with the clothes on.
Right there. Yo, just using that whole like.
Called the Baltimore Sun. Some goof claiming to be your guy called a reporter.
I don't know that bad.
One of the guys writing this.
The speeching, man, is just so manipulative. Obviously, not everyone, but the obvious ones that are corrupt. I'm talking about here.
Shit, this ain't about the bug, is it? This is you trying to make the past be everything, mean everything. You don't even want to think about the here and now.
I'm telling you, man, this guy, man, listen. You come across a person like him, you better listen to him.
Let it go.
It's either that or he's a cult leader. All right, there's really no in between. I'm so sorry. There's unfortunately no in between. He could be the nicest person, or he could be Charles Manson.
Shit, I might have handed him a card. I think this is the guy. I mean, detective, a chill ran down my back.
But there's no way to know. I mean, if it's some other nut, we're gonna look like.
Man, they are wasting so much time on this bull crap story.
Well, let's just say we need to find whoever it was made both those calls.
He made another call?
Detective, as in...
They're both bullcrap, and they both are like, this is so stupid. Oh my God, this is so unfortunate. This is so much time and money on something that doesn't exist.
You file office and court report saying there's been no further contact with the serial killer. I filed exactly nothing, but use what I hear.
That's smart. I'll give him that. It's smart, but man, you guys are. I mean, like, is it really smart if you're figuring out ways to just still play with fire, or is it just dumb? Someone's getting gone, man. Dang, Michael, you should not be here, man. You should not be here, Michael. Dang, his other homie's gone, man. Damn, that's crazy. This man jumped out the window, man.
Damn.
I would hate to be a tenant. I would hate that. Well, RIP to the other dude. He was cool, man. I still remember that scene where he was in the prison helping Omar get ready for, you know, potential stabbing.
What the?
Dang. You can't wiretap him. It's the Greeks, man. It's the Greeks. Oh my God, this is frustrating. All for nothing. All this for nothing. My goodness. All right, everybody. That is a frustrating end to episode 5. Oh man. So many things went unexpected. I genuinely thought somebody within Marlo's group, whether that would be Michael, Chris, Snoop, that other dude got blasted in his leg though. But yeah, he won't be walking. But man, the frustration of having to go through all of that just to get the wiretap, only to then realize you can't even wire them because, I mean, dude, like he got this phone from the Greeks. They probably have something to where the wiretaps can't even bypass or they can't encrypt. So again, you took a shortcut and now you revealed 10, 12, 20 other steps that are now in front of you. So what are you going to do? What? You're going to now have to what? Go through that through procedure, which is going to take even longer, or you're going to have to find another way to shortcut it. And you run the risk and the gamble of creating 20 more issues. This thing is so frustrating, but it highlights, I think now more than ever, season 5 highlights the individual desperation, or what happens to individuals when they are within a system where it almost seems like there's no way out, and they take it upon themselves, you know, for better or for worse, to do something about it. And I think season 5 is a good example so far at what happens when one does that in a way that is ridden of morality. Man, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. You know, it's the same type of thing that's going on within the newspaper. It's the same type of thing that's going on even within the drug business with Marlo. You know, these things catch up to you. You know, him taking a shortcut, you know, next thing you know, his number being presented like that. You know, it's just interesting where the cards fall once they're given to you and you decide to try to do a sleight of hand trick. But I'm going to hop right into the next episode. We're going to finish off strong with this. Again, if you guys are on the Patreon, I'll see you in a few seconds. But for everybody else, I'll see you next week. Please stay healthy. Please stay hydrated because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.